What is up, guys? This is Finesse, man, and like I said, smash the subscribe button on my channel, and subscribe to me, man, and so I can get more videos and better content. And right now, I'm in the process of saving, so I can get me a laptop and get me a professional camera where I can do this actually good. So I'm just working off this phone and seeing how it go. But what I'm gonna touch bases on is where's the rap game headed, man? Like, honestly, you know, I in some aspect, like all these new rappers that have come out and shit, I'll be like, oh man, they're whack, and I tell myself, and like just all these kids that dyeing their hair and all the, you know, the Lil Pumps and Tekashi 6ix9ine and people like X, which X was talented. I don't put him in a category with none of them because he could actually make good music. And I'm not gonna sit here and say Lil Pump or Tekashi does or none of that. Me particular, that's not my style of music. That's not what I can't really relate to what they talk about. Yeah, back when I was selling drugs and stuff and flexing and all that stuff, but yeah, I might have banged some of that stuff in the car, but still, I just, that was then. That wasn't that when I was doing all that stuff. The rap wasn't where it's at now, and then I've realized that it's just evolving and it's changing, and that's just how things is. Like if you go back to the '80s and stuff, them guys wearing the big chains and trying to stand out, like rappers actually meant something. Like those, it's hard to explain, man, but it's just evolving with change. And me, I grew up on like Master P, UGK, 8 Ball MJG, Celly Cell, people like Devin the Dude, Do or Die, Crucial Conflict, Twister. Damn, I don't want to leave anybody out, but people that actually spit, 3-6 Mafia, Project Pat. I mean, that's just the style of music that I related to a lot, and which I cut my teeth on. You know what I mean? I was a big 3-6 Mafia fan when I was younger. And they were a lot different. Like they were like your devil worshiping music. You know what I mean? Like the old Mystic Style CD and stuff. Like Gangsta Boo. That's a lot. She talked about a lot of devil stuff. But now, what's funny is it's like all that stuff had died out in the early 2000s, late 90s. And then now it's the devil stuff is back in rap again. The all the big chains like Ice-T. There was a point in time where rappers just wore one chain, and it's like I feel like the rappers now, they slick, have picked up on what was going on all back then and stuff. They don't want to admit it because now a lot of the younger rappers, they look up to Young Thug and Travis Scott and people like that. But who am I though? You know what I mean? Like at first I didn't understand it. Even like Tekashi, I thought he was actually gay when I first seen him. Like I thought he was gay, and I wasn't even gonna sit here and say there's no room for gay men in rap because that's not, for each his own. Whatever your personal preference is, that's you. But for me, that's not my preference. You know what I mean? So I don't want to offend nobody by no means, but I actually did think Tekashi was gay when I first seen him, and and yeah, I grew up on people like DMX, and that's another person that I feel like Tekashi. He kind of sounds like the like Onyx too. You know what I mean? Like straight up, like your boy. What was his name? Fredo from Onyx. Is that who? Yeah, Fredo, I believe that was his name. Grew up on people like Mobb Deep, Tribe Called Quest. You know what I mean? Like those were all the dope artists. And I'm not gonna sit here and say that artists now aren't dope. You know what I mean? Because there's a few that I relate to. NBA young boy, he's got an old soul. You know what I mean? Little baby, he's got an old soul. You know what I mean? I can relate to some of the things. Just me being a white guy doesn't mean I can't relate to some of the things because I've been through a lot. You know what I mean? And back to what I was saying about in my drug dealing days, all that got ended because I had somebody wear a wire on me, and I got busted, and that. I ended up losing my vehicles, my house. I lost everything behind it. Ended up doing time behind it and everything. So, that's just a word of advice for many younger guys that, I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do or anything because I chose that path, and I'm not trying to preach to nobody because I still deal with demons every day. But, just tell you like your kids, don't follow none of the shit these rappers are promoting now. That's one thing I can say. Hell, when 3 6 Mafia come out with the sipping on scissor, nobody knew what the hell that shit was. You know what I'm saying? You got dumbasses who was drinking cough medicine. And that's for real, like for real. I never knew what it was back then. You know what I mean? Not until Lil Wayne's the person that brought a lot of this stuff to the light. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people have bitten a bunch of shit from Lil Wayne. You know what I mean? Like in that straight up. You know what I mean? Eminem, I respect what he does. I don't feel like a lot of people bite his style though. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I could be wrong. You know what I mean? And Eminem, he's a cold rhymer. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I look at him as the best? No, I don't. I don't look at him as the best because he's not people that you know what I mean? Like, honestly, my favorite group was Outkast, you know what I mean? And I left them out a second ago, you know what I mean? There was a bunch of dope rappers out of Atlanta back in the day, Young Bloods, Outkast, Ghetto Mafia. They were good, really good. I mean, I could go on. And there was a point in time, too, where I was really on the Texas rap, too, big time. When I found out who DJ Screw was and started listening to all the Chopped and Screwed music and who did that Candy Coated Excursion? Was that LSG? And then Lil Kiki, Paul Wall, Slim Thug. Damn, I'm dropping acid. That's not that. Smoking isn't cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate smoking, man. I hate it, but it's one of the worst addictions I've ever been through. And I've been faced with a lot of addictions. It's been the hardest thing to kill. I think this is worse than any drug out there. You know what I mean? And that's straight up. And I know I'm jumping all over and everywhere. I just wanted to just bring it to light. What do y'all think the rap game's at right now? You know what I mean? Like, that's just like the whole East Coast, West Coast thing with the Tekashi and then them Bloods out there. Like, there's going to be a bunch of people that's going to end up getting killed behind this. Just watch what I say. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't even compare that to the Biggie and the Tupac stuff. Cause, you know what I mean? Like, that's not even no comparison. You know what I'm saying? But shit was real back then. Even when 50 Cent come out, you know what I mean? He's riding around in bulletproof vehicles, and those bulletproof vests he was wearing wasn't just for show. 50 was really wearing those vests because he was you know what I mean, getting death threats and hell. He had already been shot all those times. You know what I'm saying? So shit can get real, and that's why, Tekashi, I'm not gonna say he's stupid. He's smart at what he's doing because it's entertainment. But what's so dumb is that money, he can't take it with him when he goes. And what he's promoting is people wanting to do harm to him. And why would you want to promote people harming you to make money? If he don't give a fuck and don't care to die and wants to die, then that so be it. You know what I mean? Then he might as well kill himself because if that's the case, wouldn't you get more satisfaction out of taking yourself out than someone taking you out? I don't know, you know what I mean? But I feel like shit's gonna get really real for that boy, man. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, if I was him, I would have went and laid down and did that time and tried to get that bullshit ass shit up off my record, because that's horrible. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the circumstances, that's a charge you do not want. So I don't care if it was sexual misconduct. It's still something sexual misconduct. Like it's something that was a perv shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's perverted shit. Just like him DDTing the girl and all this shit. Like, but I can't. You know what I mean? That I can go on and on about this shit, but I'm not gonna hold everybody up. Like I said, I can get into more topics, and I was just touching base with what types of rap I like, and I probably left people out. I could sit here and just think and think all the old No Limit shit I love, but it's just like, where's the rap game at now, man? And what all y'all think about it? And I'll touch base on more of this stuff. I'm just trying to get this channel up and going, and I'm starting from scratch. I'm not paying for views. I'm not paying for subscribers. I'm just someone that's making raw footage, that's speaking on things that a lot of people won't speak about. I'll speak on anything. I'm not going to bite my tongue one bit, and I don't care who gets offended about it. It doesn't matter. But if you feel the same way, then subscribe to my channel, and I'll, bring some dope content to this page, I promise you. And I'll interact with anybody that. So, like I said, subscribe to my channel. I'm not going to hold everybody up. And I was just saying, what do y'all think the rap game's at? So holla at you. Gang, gang. And when I say the gang, gang stuff, I'm just being funny. So, y'all check me out, man.